Are there any, special type of vendors that you're looking for right now that you go like, "Oh, I wish I
No,
had more of that?"
we're essentially open to anything
Yeah,
because we want to demonstrate with the first batch we get on how versatile a solution we actually are,
yeah,
being able to do product traceability or quality information and that kind of thing for more or less any type of product,
mhm.
not just, for example, foodstuffs or other products where you usually see it.
I know there are people who are watching right now, and they're going like, "Oh my god, I could tell this person or this company or that company about it." And what should they say to those companies? It's like to get them even more excited and get them on board.
I would stick to there's an option for them to try out a system where they can get almost all the same things they can get out of a quality certification
Mhm.
without having to go through all the pain involved in pain and expense involved in complying with something like that.
Right?
I've said this a lot on earlier streams and interviews, but a lot of quality certification isn't as good as it's made out to be.
Gotcha.
Things that companies like to tout and stick on their packaging, like, for example, ISO 9001,
Mhm.
it doesn't mean that they're meeting any given standard. It's actually just a certification that they have a quality system
Yeah.
or quality control system. And I mean, if you're willing to go out and publish information about your product, maybe even videos, etc., of your production flow,
Uh-huh.
you're already beating that in terms of transparency. You're beating it in terms of understandability, usability, user experience. Because if somebody scans the code, the QR code associated with it on the product, they'll get to see the information you've chosen to publish,
Yeah.
which is quite a high standard to hold yourself to if you're putting out that everything is pink with kosher halal sprinkles on top.
Right?
You've got to be reasonably careful with what you say about your own product, really, in order to make sure that you can meet the standard, you can do it the right way, and you're not, as it's called,
Overhyping?
you're not ending up committing borderline fraud.
Yes. And we've seen that on, I would say, pretty much everything.
Yeah,
You walk into a grocery store, I'm looking at health products. Yeah, not so much.
yeah,
Um,
and I mean, at the same time, that it's still going to be a lot more transparent and understandable than a page on Veritas or some similar quality system auditor's page that explains that ISO 9001 just means there is a certification that there is a quality control system.
exactly. And yeah, ISO 9000 or 9001, not sure which one's been around. It's been around for 20 plus 30 years, something like that.
Yeah,
It's Um, and I still don't think people understand what it really is. You just have to jump through a lot of political and, governmental hoops to get it.
yeah, and it's very it's not so much political and governmental hoops anymore,
Okay.
but it is a very expensive process of having an auditor come in and basically triple checking all the paperwork you've already submitted and making sure that the paperwork matches what's going on in the company.
Mhm.